All right, everybody. So, as the new chief of police, I figured I would give you guys all tutorial videos on how to do certain things within the PD. It's just the basics on how to set some of the stuff up. So, there will be a video on how to set up your radar. So, follow that as you will. It will be in the Discord along with this one. So, we're going to go over today how to use the tablet, such as looking up profiles, running plates, looking up previous incident reports, how to fill out incident reports for arrests or just traffic stops in general. We're going to show you how to use the PD shop, how to get your items such as your firearms, your tasers, batons, all that stuff. And then we're also going to show you a little bit of the action menu. So to get started, we're going to start in the tablet. So first things first, check your FiveM key bindings. This should default to K, but just check it just in case. So today we're going to be using my offline character, one of my other characters that I have. His name's John Dutton. So once you get there, we'll just look up that person, find their profile, and then sometimes you may need to scroll to it. Just click it once or double click it in case it is not loading. Sometimes you just have to give it a second. So this will show you a list of everything that they have assigned to them. It'll show you previous convictions if they have any. It'll also show you incidents that they may be a part of, whether they're a victim, a witness, or anything of that sorts. That'll all be listed here if they have anything like that. Right now, the server has no vehicles in it. Everyone's garages got wiped. So, but if they had a vehicle that was purchased through a dealership, their vehicles will show up here, so you can run their plates like that. There is a script in the server for fake plates, so do your due diligence when you're doing traffic stops and make sure that you run the vehicle's plates. Make sure that the car that they are driving is registered to them. If not, then we may need to do a deeper dive. It also shows you active licenses that that person has on their account. So whether they have an active driver's license or a weapons license, say that they commit a felony um, offense, you can come in here and actually revoke that weapons license from them if you absolutely need to. So keep this information that you gather here in the back of your mind as we fill out the incident. So to do that, you're going to go over to the incidents tab and we're going to create a new one. So to start things off, you're going to put the suspect's name after you do PD and follow the tickets that are on the left side. So the last one was 32, so this one would be an 033. Put the suspect's name. So this one, we're going to use John Dutton for this. And then you're going to put the date that you are filling it out. This just helps organize it on the left side so we can search through them easier. When you do the summary, I want everyone to sign this with their call sign and their or officer's name. So mine is M. Taylor, your first initial, and then your last name. And then you're going to put a dash and then fill out your incident report as you need to. It doesn't have to be super detailed. Just add instances that happen. So if you just did a traffic stop, do what the traffic stop was for. So stop this individual for going 20 miles an hour over. And then if it led to a pursuit, just say it led to a pursuit, ended in a car crash, and then you took the suspect into custody. Next thing you want to do is if there is a hostage, make sure you put their name down below. If there's not one, you can just delete that line entirely to clean the ticket up a little bit. So you can go ahead and do that. You want to add all the officers that were on scene, so make sure you do gather all your coworkers' names and put them in here if you need to. So since it's just me, I'm just going to put myself. Civilians are only for witnesses. Do not put the criminals or the people that were either ticketing on a traffic stop with, even if it's a verbal or if you're arresting them, make sure that they're in the criminal section. That way the incidents actually go to their profiles. So for this one, we're going to use John Dutton again. I spelled it wrong. So you're going to click on the name of that person, and then over here, you're going to put the evidence locker that you use. We're just going to use one as a reference for now. We're going to put that in there. Anything that we confiscate, you're going to put in here as well. So say we took some weed from them, we're going to put just ×1 there. You can put anything in here that's illegal. Do not take things off of people that are not illegal. So if it's just like a flashlight or something, don't take it. But if it's drugs, ammunition, firearms, make sure you put that in there. And then for me, I do the serial numbers of the firearms or any weapons that I confiscate. You don't have to do that, but I do ask if you want to at least put the last 6 digits of the serial number. That way it helps us track the evidence lockers a little bit easier. So you don't have to, like I said, but if you would, I would really appreciate it. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to add their charges. So say we arrested this person just for first degree murder. You're going to come over here and add that charge to their list. So right now we haven't had an instance of this in RP, but if we ever do come across it, you can add warrants. We may have that come up in an RP at some point. So if it was a warrant that you're fulfilling, select the warrant one, make sure it's green. But if it's not, guilty is just for if it was a traffic stop with a verbal warning, just use guilty by itself. But if you're giving them a ticket or arresting them, please select processed as well. If they were just associated with the crime, um, then they can also be guilty but not in process. They could be all three. So this could be like this person committed first degree murder, and then you have another criminal on here that you that helped them like throw away the body or something. You can put them as associated, but if they're the main suspect, it's just going to be guilty and processed. So right down below it, it's going to give you a recommended fine. We can follow this to a T because the economy in the city is kind of broken. So you can do the max fine, but for the sentence, these are going to be super high, especially when you stack charges. Right now, with a low player count, we want to keep this at a maximum of 30. So just do your due diligence on this. We don't want to keep people, especially with low player count, inside the jails for too long. So down below, you can fill this out, put your fine in there, and then your recommended sentence. If you don't fill this out when you go to fine and jail them, this won't apply. These are just recommended. So make sure you also fill that out inside the report itself. So you're going to put the fine in there and then put this in as months. They're in real life minutes instead of seconds, but in city we call them months. When you do this, make sure you find them and then jail them. That's the way I do it. It's where I've encountered the least amount of bugs for it. So just make sure you find and then jail, and then it'll send them off. When you are done with this, make sure you hit the save button, or else all of your changes will not save and it will not show up on their account. So say we hit the save button. I'm not going to do it because that character hasn't done anything actually wrong. But once you do that, make sure you erase your search and then research that person up. And then you're going to wait for it to load. You're going to scroll down to that person again. And then if it's saved, this will be changed to one conviction. It'll show in here. And then if there's an incident report, which we just filled out, it would show that incident report. You can click this and go straight to it. It just helps keep the tablet a little bit more organized. So next thing I'm going to show you is evidence lockers and how to use them. So once you come up to the evidence locker, you're going to third eye it. You're going to hit the open evidence button right here, and then you're going to open up the evidence drawer. So you're going to put in the number. I know we said 001. I know that this one is full already, but you're going to find the next one that isn't full. So I believe the next one that's not full is 5, but I'm just using this as reference. All the evidence that you have inside your inventory, you're literally just going to left click it, drag it, and drop it in here. And then just make sure all that stuff that you did confiscate into evidence is notated inside the incident report. So that is how you use this. The next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to go upstairs to the MRPD shop and show you guys how that functions as well. All right, to access this shop, you're going to walk in the front door of the PD. You're going to head straight back here to this lady right here, and you're going to flex your E muscle. Right there on the left side, it tells you which one to use. You're going to open this up, and this is where you can buy all of these stuff that you need. So one thing to keep in mind is to change the amount, because if you let it default, you're going to pull in 50 of these, and it's going to charge you all of that money. So make sure you change it to 1. Drag and drop the item that you need. So the Walther P99 is our regular standard police or handgun. So this is the one I recommend. Just make sure this is 1. Drag and drop it into your inventory. 1 taser. You can grab a baton if you want. Flashlights. Make sure you grab enough pistol ammo. Handcuffs are a necessity. Radio. Alcohol tester. Fingerprint scanner. Dash cam. And all that stuff. All of this is in here. You don't have to get all of it, but I recommend at least the basics like your body cam, flashlight, all of the testers, your handcuffs, and then your duty rifle or your duty handgun and your taser. I don't personally carry a rifle around, but you can if you want to. It is personally up to you. Once you have this all into your inventory, you can organize it how you want. This is just how I find it most comfortable for me. For using everything, you just flex whatever muscle it is in, or you can come in here and double click it. It'll kind of walk you through everything. It's pretty self-explanatory. When you do handcuff someone, we do have to use our action menu. This is the last part of the tutorial video. So you'll have to come into your action menu, and you'll have to search the person, even if you're not taking them into custody. If you put them in handcuffs at any time during the traffic stop, just to detain them or anything, make sure you search them. Don't take anything from them. If you're not going to search them and you're setting them free, when you do search them, if they have something illegal on them, just let them go, because technically we're not supposed to see it because it's not part of our investigation if it's just for detaining. But we have to do this or else you're going to break the person's inventory and they're going to have to relog. So just keep that in the back of your mind. If you do put someone in handcuffs and you end up not taking them into custody and we don't have to search them, you still have to search them regardless, or else it is going to break them. For any questions, that's pretty much it for the tutorial video. If you have any other questions, feel free to open up a support ticket in the Discord, and a staff member will get to it as soon as possible. Or you can just personally shoot me a DM. You can find me in the Discord as BoostedGR. It may change over time, but it'll have Boosted in it somewhere in it. You can just shoot me a message directly, and I will assist you as best as possible. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you guys find it helpful, and I'll see you guys in the city.